Hi.
Imagine someone knocking on your door saying you're in line to receive a fortune from a long-lost relative.
What are we talking about?
This is what heir hunters do. There's over $20 billion in unclaimed money in the United States alone. And behind every estate is the story of a person who died alone, a mystery of what happened to their family.
We searched birth records, death records, obituaries.
We find the missing heir. You have a sister?
Yeah.
And potentially a surprise for long-lost relatives discovering they have an inheritance.
I still don't believe it till it's over.
In New Orleans, the heir hunters are working two cases, one worth over $100,000 and another potentially worth over $1 million. If they can find the relatives
Dottie Matthews, she's gone.
and convince them to sign.
He's never going to sign.
If we want to bring a family together and claim that missing fortune, we have to move fast. We have a lot of work ahead of us.
It's going to be right down here.
Let's go get her. Come on, baby.
Evacuation for all New Orleans residents. Hurricane Katrina has escalated to a Category 5 hurricane. Nearly all levees in New Orleans have been reached.
Hurricane Katrina was one of the biggest disasters in American history. Thousands of people were left wondering not only where their family was, but whether they had survived at all. Even today, many are still unsure what has become of their loved ones. One of Katrina's many victims was 61-year-old Lydia Matthews, a missing heir case John and Shar will be working on in New Orleans. Her home was auctioned off at the time of her death, and she'd left a $100,000 estate. But so far, nobody has claimed the money. That means she died alone. But why? What is her, and where are her heirs?
We are here, New Orleans.
You know what I want to do? Let's hit the ground running.
Absolutely.
It's great to be back in the city. I was raised in New Orleans and I know its history, but I'm not here to celebrate, I'm here to work. And we have a lot of work ahead of us.
In the Lydia Matthews case, John and Shar have already determined that there are 4 cousins who are rightful heirs to a $1,000 estate.
So we just landed in New Orleans and we wanted to run over to the courthouse first to make sure that no other heir hunters had been working the Lydia Matthews case and that no heirs had shown up, and we want to make sure all the money is there.
As heir hunters, John and Shar spend a lot of time in courtrooms and state treasuries looking for potential missing heir cases. They track down the heirs, sign them, and begin the legal process to get the heirs their inheritance. Then, and only then, do John and Shar receive their 1/3 commission.
Physical and mental condition. She has been incapable of taking care of her estate.
Heir hunting is an extremely competitive business. All records are open to the public, which means that John and Shar might spend hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars researching a single case, only to discover another heir hunting firm or the heirs themselves have gotten to the inheritance first.
So far, so good. We know now that the money is still in the court registry.
Look, there's all these pictures of her home they're redoing.
Oh,
look,
yeah.
See, look. I think we're done. Okay, great. Excellent. Okay, let me give these back. There's an Anita Danzig, one who actually realized that she hadn't seen her neighbor since Katrina. And it was a few months after she came back that she thought, I better check, and I think that's how they found Lydia, so she probably knows her the best. So let's go check with her. During our research, we came across an article which talked about Lydia's death, and they quoted a neighbor, Anita Danzig, and for us, nosy neighbors are one of our best sources of information. So this was actually the house that they found her, John?
I believe that's right.
Okay.
The hurricane was August 2005, and they found her body, I believe,
amazing.
in April, March of 2006.
Like 8 months
About 8
later,
months
huh?
later.
Wow.
So let's look for 3326, 3324.
Okay, that should be just down here.
Ma'am, we were looking for Miss Dazzett, and we were looking for the heirs of Lydia Matthews.
Yeah.
And we saw your name in an article, and you knew her.
All thing I know about her, she's well educated. Well educated.
Really?
Yes. Very educated.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, in the neighborhood, oh, she was a problem.
Was she?
Yeah,
What was she like?
Well, when she was off her medication, she was, you know, kind of
Yeah, well, it happens to all of us, doesn't it? One time or another.
We all got
Were there people that came and looked after her? Or?
I know that she had a cousin, because when I was here, her cousin had come visit her one time.
A male cousin or a female cousin?
A female, yeah. But she acted like she was scared of her, because when she had asked me about Lydia, I said, honey, I haven't seen her in a couple of days. We go knock on her. She said, I'm so scared to go over there because she, you know, she don't know how she is or whatever. And that's the last I heard.
So she had air tips.
I think she does have relatives.
Okay.
Coroner said he thinks it was a heart attack or from dehydration, not drinking water. She probably would see in the water and all. I don't think she could swim, you know. And I think it just gave her a heart attack.
Thank you, Miss Dazzett.
Thank you, sweetheart.
That was very nice.
You're welcome.
Sure, she confirmed she's got blood in the city.
Yeah.
Now, that's pre-Katrina, so they could be anywhere.
John and Char's research shows that the closest living heirs in the Lydia Matthews case are her cousins, Freddie, Anita, Harold, and Milton. Because the neighbor told Char that the cousin who came to visit was a woman, they believe it must have been Anita. They'll head back to the hotel to research where she lives.
It doesn't look like Anita's address changes till right before Katrina, so...
Well, let's do a door knock. We need to prepare some, you have some files prepared? I'll help you.
Yeah, I do.
John and Char have a contract drawn up for each heir. This contract allows their attorneys to process the inheritance. If the heirs refuse to sign this contract, they can go around John and Char and collect the entire share for themselves, if they can find it.
It looks like she's living with a son, or if there's an extended...
Okay.
She's going to be our link to Milton and Harold, because I find a lot of Harolds and I find a lot of Milton Matthews, but I cannot pinpoint where they are. I believe both of them are in the city. So if we can get that information from her, that'd be solid.
There's definitely mail in the mail slot, Johnny. Okay, come, Anita. Let's go get you, baby.
The hardest part of the business for me is the initial contact with the heir. I have tremendous butterflies in my stomach, and I'm very nervous about it.
You know, but I might not be able to hear it because of the plexiglass. So...
Let's knock on this door.
Okay. Hi. I'm so sorry to bother you. I was looking for Anita James. Does she still live with you? Hi, sweetie.
I know their name is James. Her name is Tamita.
That must be the daughter.
There's a woman that we believe lives next door, and she actually has money coming from an estate.
Oh, how wonderful.
So,
What's your doggy's name?
This is Lovey.
well, we really...
What can I do to help? Could I call Tamita?
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Tamita, it's Gert. I have some people here looking for an Anita James, your mother-in-law.
John's
Okay, hold on just a minute. Let these people talk.
Tamika? I explained to Tamika who we were, and she said Anita would call us back.
Gert, thank you, and be safe now.
I cannot thank you enough.
Thank you, madam.
Have a great day, sweetheart. Thank you. That's her. Anita? Hi, my name is Char. I just spoke with your daughter-in-law. We have something that we think will be very good news for you. Sweetie, wait, you're in New Orleans at your granddaughter's house? Is there any way we could come and meet you in New Orleans and we can tell you what it's about? It's actually, we believe that you might have something coming to you, then we want to... Can I put my partner on? He actually grew up in New Orleans and it'll make a lot more sense to him. Hold on. His name is John. It's good.
Anita, Miss James, John Hilbert. I'm sorry, let me write this. What is the address?
We'll be back in New Orleans in about 45 minutes. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Good job. Yeah, let's go get her.
Let's go get her. Come on, baby.
Coming up.
I want you to take the lead with Anita James.
Knock on the door. It doesn't freak her out.
John and Char's first lead on the $100,000 Lydia Matthews case, the woman who died in Hurricane Katrina, was a dead end. Luckily, a neighbor was there to help.
What can I do to help?
Thank you so much. Anita?
Now they're on their way to talk to Lydia's cousin, Anita.
I want you to take the lead on the door knock with Anita James because she's going to be much more comfortable with you being a woman than me showing up to the door.
Yeah, I mean, you know, look, I might not open the door to you either.
Yeah. I want to be able to hit her hard, hit her fast.
Don't hit her, honey, just be nice.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Hi, Anita. Hi, I'm Shar. So nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm John Hilbert from Los Angeles, Shar Zucani.
My pleasure. I'm Anita James.
We believe you might have an asset in its state down your family tree.
Concerning who?
Well, let me say how we operate. We get everybody in the family together.
Okay.
And then what we do is we get a percentage of the estate because we get the lawyers, we go in front of the judge.
Okay.
And we normally take 1/3, but we don't take any money out of your pocket. You pay us when you get paid.
Right, Anita, I mean, until we reclaim the money for you, we pay everything. So there's not a penny that we need from you until we recover the money, and then we all get paid, and it's a happy day. All we have is a one-page agreement between you and us. What I love about Anita is that, you know, sometimes if I'm home alone, I won't answer the door to somebody. Or if somebody called me on the phone and said, hey, I want to come meet with you, and I just flew in from another state, I don't know if I'd be so willing.
You'll hold that, Charlene?
Of course, Mr. Hilbert.
Now I have a few questions for you, if you don't mind.
No problem.
I'm looking for your brothers.
Harold and
Well, Harold Matthews, as far as we know, since he's been gone since 1962 approximately, and we haven't heard from him
Did
since.
he go to Los Angeles?
Well, I don't know where he went. Not Milton Matthews. He lives in Jonesville.
Jonesville?
Yes.
Up north?
Yes.
Let me ask you this. Did you were in New Orleans for Katrina?
Yes, we was in we had to evacuate.
And then that's how I got you over to Slidell.
And Katrina devastated me. My whole family. And Rita after that. And now we went into Faye, Hannah, Ike and Gustav. So, I mean, I've been through it. My children were scattered all over everywhere. I'm trusting the Lord that something will work out for me and my family. I'm hopeful. That's all you can do is hope and trust in the Lord. Keep the faith, and I have that.
It's sad because the family is disconnected. But in another sense, I'm very excited for her because she is going to pick up about $30,000, if not more than that. And obviously, you can tell circumstances are such that that's a lot of money in this neighborhood. I'm very happy that Shar and I are able to help Anita reconnect with the family members that she's lost track of due to Katrina. We want to touch base with Milton today. I think that we're going to be able to find him for you if you're interested in seeing him or finding out what happened to him.
Yes, I would be glad to find him.
Because that's what we do. We reunite families.
My oldest brother.
I know, man. It breaks my heart. Ma'am, it was a pleasure entirely, and I hope we'll be right back to you.
Thank you much.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you, sweetheart. And I hope you feel better. Get some rest.
John and Shar have tracked down and signed the first heir, Anita. And although Anita couldn't tell them where to find Harold, she did give them an address on Milton. They're off to a good start, but they still have a long way to go in a case worth $100,000. If they're lucky, they'll sign everyone before other heir hunters find and solve the case. Coming up.
Am I going across the bridge?
We can't find the address for Milton.
Oh, God.
Having signed their first heir, Anita, John and Shar are now on their way to try to sign the rest of the heirs in the $100,000 Lydia Matthews case. Moving on the information they got from Anita, John and Shar head out to sign the next cousin on the Lydia Matthews case, Milton.
Every case has a rhythm. In this case, good rhythm going.
Can you tap it out? Oh, it's more like in the ocean. It's more
It's got a good rhythm going.
like a swimming rhythm.
This is
A stoplight?
dance music rhythm. It's got a good vibe. It's got a good vibe to it.
Let's make sure we don't do anything to change it, like end up lost. Where are we?
Now, sure, am I going across the bridge?
I don't know, Johnny. We can't find the address for Milton.
When we dump it in GPS and we can't find the person, the best thing is to hunker down. Where would somebody in the community know where Milton Matthews is? A pizza man would know where Milton Matthews is.
We're looking from out of town. We're looking for an address. Street.
Is there a police station down the street?
Police, well, they may not know where Milton Matthews is. They're certainly going to know that address because they patrol this area.
We're looking for an address. Across the tracks?
Yeah. Would y'all like me to take you around there?
Would you do that?
Yes.
This gentleman knows where it is, and he said he would take me.
Oh, thank you,
That's
officer.
sweet. Thank you so much.
Officer, can she drive
Can I
with you?
drive with you? Right on. So what happens in Jonesville on Saturday night?
Everybody usually goes out.
So it's a big night out in Jonesville.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for showing us. We would have definitely been lost.
Yeah. You notice I was even lost when they were...
So we probably would have never found it.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause it's
thank
not a
you
street.
so much.
It's not a street. That's the reason I don't even hardly get any calls down here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is smaller than you'd be in all day because you would never find.
Because we would have never found it.
Never found. Where's Milton? He over there?
John and Shar arrive just as Milton is driving away. It's a lucky break.
Looking for a Milton Matthews. Milton? How are you, my friend? Now, let me ask you something. You have a sister?
Yeah. Yes,
What's
I
your
do.
sister's name?
Anita James.
Yeah, Anita James. Okay. We believe you may have an interest in an estate.
Okay.
Hi. Good, I'm Shar. Nice to meet you.
What brought you up to Jonesville?
The hurricane.
Did
Yeah,
it?
aw.
You leave because of it. Did you suffer damage in Katrina?
A little bit. We came down from Katrina since 2005, and we've been down here ever since.
We brought you all our paperwork.
Yeah, Milton, I mean, it works pretty simply. It's just a one-page agreement. The only thing that this is saying is that you allow us to go get your money, take our percentage, and then bring you your money.
Okay. I have a little extra money, I buy me a home. Make my family feel secure, because right now I'm the only one working, If I can afford it, buy me a nice one, I'm straight from there.
And we're
Oh,
in,
you're his
what's the
wife.
day? The day is
Hi,
the
I'm
20th.
Shar. And what's your name?
And this is Jonesville.
Sherry.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this.
John, this is Milton's wife, Sherry.
Sherry, my pleasure. John Hill from Los Angeles. Ma'am, how big's your family?
Okay.
Right here. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the
Great.
three.
That's great.
Baby, I'm John
Hi.
Hilbert. My pleasure entirely. Have you
Hi,
met...
Trishelle. I'm Shar. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Let me ask you some questions. You have a brother?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Harold Rufus Matthews Jr.
When's the last time you saw him?
Oh, man, since I was small.
Now, did he have...
Yeah.
What were their names?
Dottie Matthews
Dottie,
and Pam Matthews.
Pamela.
Yeah. I got so many.
Well, we're going to get out of here, and we'll get out of here, and we appreciate it. We knew we would never be able to find this
Thank
place,
you
so
so
we
much,
just
and
went
we'll
to the police
definitely be in
station.
touch.
Thank you,
All
guys.
right, thank you, Milton.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Bye.
Now that they've signed Milton, and since their previous research shows that Lydia's cousin Freddie died in 1994 of diabetes at the age of 49, they focus on Freddie's daughters, Andrea and Marcia, who are entitled to his share. Shar's research revealed that Marcia and Andrea live in Natchez, Mississippi, some 200 miles east of New Orleans. Their first stop is Marcia's home.
We're looking for a Marcia Morton. I'm John Hilbert from Los Angeles. This is Charlene Manzucani.
Shar, nice to meet you. Do you have a minute?
Yes, you come in. Excuse me.
Thank you. So, Marcia, what we do is we find people that we believe have a claim in an asset, and we believe you have something coming to you.
Real? Okay. This could be like what? 300 or something?
No. It's more. This is the decent. So this gets you a car.
It's not going to change the world, but it's going to change things nicely.
We get a percentage of what you get, so nobody's fighting for you more than we are, because the more you get, the more we get. And the faster you get it, the faster we get it.
So, Marcia,
We've
we're
already
all in this together now, baby. We a team.
Okay.
baby.
Weird. I want a car. I mean, I have a 97 Ford Taurus. It's beat up from the front to the back. But I want to at least take my kids to go to the zoo. And where we stay, there is no zoo. I mean, I at least want to be able to take a trip and take them to see, some animals. Just to see, my kids just do something different than what we're doing now. That's enough for me.
Now, let me ask you about your father. Did you know any of your father's family?
I didn't really get a chance to meet all my dad's relatives. So if it's somebody else out there that I could have that link to my daddy, or, you know, and then especially with Hurricane Katrina, it's still some family members I don't even know if they're alive or where they are.
I'm just nervous.
Oh, Marcia, listen, baby, there's nothing to be nervous about. It's good they got a smile on your face, because it is good. It's good news.
Thank you for coming.
Baby, yeah, well, no.
They signed Freddie's daughter, Marcia. Now they just need to sign her sister, Andrea.
It's going to be right down here.
Okay, let's walk down here.
Ma'am, oh, yeah, come on, step on that. I'm John Hilbert from Los Angeles.
Hey, honey.
You girls, step out.
Go back in.
Yeah.
I don't want to close this on you. Your father was Freddie Morton?
Yes.
Okay.
What we do? You got me nervous.
No. Okay, take a breath. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, better? All right. We believe that you and your sister are two of the people that we've uncovered something for.
How much money we talking about?
Well, you know, I can't tell you that right now, but it's enough where it's worth us coming out here. How about that? Okay. They'll definitely make life happier.
Okay. You got my whole name on that paper.
Yeah,
Isn't that amazing? You can take a read through this. And...
Come on.
You know, that's basically all we do is we just get your signature on that so that we can start hiring the lawyers and go recover your money.
Okay.
It's a good thing.
So you and your daddy was Freddie?
Yeah.
Did you know much of his family?
I don't know none of his family.
Really?
I don't know my father's side of the family. I don't know anything about him. I don't know if my father had any brothers or sisters.
Babe, we're talking about some decent money.
Some decent.
That's going to help you. It's going to help you.
So it's going to help me get a car so I can take my baby.
Yes, it's going to help you get a car.
It's going to help you get a car.
I'm talking about she's a diabetic. She got to go to a doctor.
Well, then we're going to make sure that you got a car.
Okay.
Okay. I'm so nervous, y'all.
Well, baby, this is good news.
Woo-wee.
It's all good.
I have a 92 Toyota Camry. No heat, no air. If I got a little bit of extra money right now, first thing I would get is a car. I don't care what it is. Lord, what is happening to me? Oh, God. I just don't know if I have some money somewhere. Lord, I want it, because I need it for me and my kids. Lord, have mercy.
Coming up.
All we do is just ask you to sign this simple agreement.
Oh, you don't want to sign anything.
This has gone from bad to worse. I can see John starting to lose it. He's ready to blow.
The Heir Hunters always work multiple cases. While working the Lydia Matthews case, John and Shar get a lead on a potentially more lucrative case that could be worth more than $1 million. That case is Josephine Rodriguez, who passed away in a nursing home in 2003. Josephine left behind $100,000 in cash and an investment that could total more than $1 million. Because Josephine's mother came from a family of 14 children, this is an extremely complicated case with over 100 heirs. If they can sign their first heir, they'll access to the inheritance and discover exactly how much money is at stake. They head to the St. Tammany Parish Courthouse to focus on a particularly elusive family line in the Rodriguez tree, the Populous line.
I didn't find exactly the records I was looking for, so can I leave you this list and could you check that for me and see if any of these land records show up? And I think what John and I will do is head over to Madisonville Cemetery, because I know that they're buried there. Thank you so much, honey. You are just the best.
Thank you.
At points when we come to in the case and we are looking for any kind of information, one of the things that could really fill it in is to walk a graveyard and look at what the headstones say, because they usually list the family members is definitely not my favorite thing to do. But we're gonna go walk the graveyard to see if I can get any information on what happens to the Populous line. Victoria and Lazard Bay, huh? Johnny, did you see any Populous?
No.
only people I haven't found are the populaces, which I really
I have
need.
not seen a populous graveyard. Don't ask me why Char wore high heels to wander through a graveyard. Always dressed to the nines.
Okay, we found populace.
Where?
Whatever this is right here is eating me up. Okay, Samuel V., Eleanor, and Eunice.
My friend, this is the populous tomb. You'd rebuild it. Sure, he's rebuilding it. Now, who told you that? The family did that?
Some of the family.
What populous family is...
She's not populous, though. She's a Heiser.
But that's okay. Is she married?
No.
You know how to get in touch with her?
No, I don't have her on my list.
Asking
do
you.
Is the way I...
He works at St. Tammany Hospital. That's all I can tell you.
She paid you to redo this. This is dynamite.
Excellent. Good job,
Well,
Johnny.
she'll know if she's paying for the tomb to be redone.
That's perfect.
She's probably a populist.
Yeah, she's paid for it. She definitely knows what happened to him. That is one whole line of her relatives that I haven't been able to find. That's great. Thank you so much.
That saves us a lot of wear and effort.
We had an incredible break. We called Sharon from the graveyard, and she agreed to meet us.
What we wanted to find out is we are looking for a family tree of Bahams, and a Baham marries a populace. Do you know who their children are by any chance? Are you related to any of them?
I'm related. This was the home of the populaces right behind us.
Right here?
Yes, that's their original home. And those are my cousins. And my grandmother is Eleanor's sister.
Wow, I don't have her on the tree.
No.
Okay, you know what? It's real possible that you could be an heir, and there might be a line that we missed, or it might just be the names continuously change.
I may be an heir. And I hope something good's come out of it. For not just for me, but for my brothers and sisters, and because there's a lot of us.
At first, we thought she was a populace. Sharon didn't show up on our family tree, but we found out she really is an heir. I'm so happy we were able to sign her.
Now that they've cracked the populace line, John and Char turn their attention to another branch of the Rodriguez family tree, the Bahams. Their research leads them to a sister and a brother, Joy and Jamie, who live in the area.
Can I help you with something?
Yes, ma'am. I'm John Hilbert. I'm from Los Angeles.
Yeah,
Well, when you're done, can we talk to you?
Is it okay if we talk to you for a few minutes whenever you're done?
Sure.
So what it is that we do is we find people such as yourself and your brother.
I can tell just by her body language that she's not going to sign. I know Char wants it to happen, but I can already tell she's never going to work with us.
This is really just the agreement. Basically, it just says that we believe that you have a claim and an asset, that you give us permission to hire the lawyers and we pay for everything, and that we... I just want them to sign. I've gone through all the stuff to find them. That's way less work than just standing with them for 5 minutes and get them to sign. So all we do is just ask you to sign this simple agreement.
Is there any possible way you can leave that with me and let my dad and my brother redo it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to sign anything.
Is there a time when your dad and your brother are back today while we're here?
They're at work right now. They'll probably be back later this evening.
Like what time do you think?
About 5 or 6.
Would it be okay if we came back and maybe we could talk to your brother too?
Sure, I guess.
All right, sweetheart, thank you. And we'll call you back maybe, I don't even know what time it is now, but we'll call you in a little while. Thank you. I have an easy time with Joy, and hopefully Jamie will be easier. I can see I'm not going to have an easy time with John. He's a little frustrated already. Is he on the phone? Who's on the phone? Jamie?
He's on the phone.
Unfortunately, John really is starting to lose it quickly now with Jamie. It's not easy.
I know.
Just lost your mom. And before Johnny, stick with me. Let's get him to sign.
I'm gonna give him about 1 more minute, then I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't need to cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing a
Yes,
favor
rude.
for
I know.
bringing this in.
I know she's trying to sign this guy, but all I want to do is pull her out of there. He's sitting there on his cell phone, probably talking to his sister about cutting us out. I've seen it happen 1,000,000 times before. He's never going to sign, and he doesn't have the common courtesy and decency to even give us the time of day.
Hi, we're so sorry to bother you. Do you have a minute where we could talk to you?
Go call me. I can't sign it.
There could be $1 million at stake. Behavior is outrageous. Maybe we can revisit this case in the future, but for now, I'm done.
Coming up.
We'll go door to door and start knocking.
Dottie Matthews, she's gone.
John.
No Miss Matthews here.
John and Shar were only able to sign one heir in the Rodriguez case, but at least it will get them access to the estate's value. Returning to the Lydia's case, the woman who died in Hurricane Katrina, John and Shar still can't find any information on Harold, which is leading them to believe he is deceased. They have, however, uncovered information on Dottie, who is one of Harold's children. If our heir hunters get to her, they will most likely find her other sisters, Pamela, Paulette, and Helen. If Harold is deceased, these daughters would inherit Harold's share. John and Shar's research at the courthouse has led them to Dottie's street, but unfortunately, they don't have a specific address.
We're going to go in and then park and we'll go door to start knocking.
Oh, she's at work.
Is there somebody here?
Yeah.
Oh, you know her.
Matthews? Dottie?
Dottie?
Dottie Matthews, she's gone.
Oh, she's gone. Does she live anywhere on the street, do you know?
I know her mother lives at yellow building.
Her mother lives in the yellow one.
You stay here and let me go around back, okay?
Seeing anything?
No, it's all boarded up of Gustav.
Oh, John.
Yeah.
Hi. How are you? I was looking for Mrs. Matthews.
No Miss Matthews here.
No Miss Matthews? And are your last name isn't Matthews?
No.
People in this day and time are very skeptical when we knock on their door. They don't know if we're going to be issuing a summons or bringing any bad news.
I'm looking for the family of a Harold Matthews who was married.
I knew that this was where Dottie lived, but now it makes sense. I used her former name of a husband he doesn't probably want to even acknowledge.
Ma'am, what we were looking for, we met with Anita James.
Anita is Harold's sister.
Right.
Yeah, that's correct.
And we also met with Milton.
Milton is the brother.
Right.
That's right. Well, I need one more link. I need Harold.
I don't know anything about him. Let me explain this to you. In 1962, he was supposed to be involved in a robbery at a Piggly Wiggly, and he left here that particular night and never came back. I had 3 children. I was pregnant with the 4th child. My baby was born. She's never seen him. She doesn't even know him.
You think he's passed?
As far as I'm concerned,
Yeah,
I think he is.
Pass along.
Someone called me. The gentleman said Harold passed, and who would accept the body? I said, well, I really can't help you.
It's my opinion now, having met with you, Harold's deceased.
It was disappointing news about Harold because we had hoped to reunite him with his 4 daughters and also his sister and brother, Milton and Anita. But our research affirmed that he was predeceased.
Your offspring with Harold or may be entitled to an estate, and that's who we're looking for. So we're looking for Dottie, your daughter, and is it Pamela and Paulette?
It's Pamela, Paulette, Dottie, and Helen.
If John and Shar can get the 4 daughters, they will have successfully signed all the heirs.
Can you get them all together at one time?
Sure. When you come to about make it 6.
Dottie told us that her daughters could be at her house tonight at 6 o'clock, but you never know. Thank you so much. All right, darlings, we'll see you at 6. Thanks, hon.
We almost got this case wrapped up. I'm hoping nothing blows up at the last minute. God knows it's happened before.
Everything that I need.
Coming up.
I still don't believe it till it's over.
My sister's like, watch it, close your mouth.
Okay, I'm having a little moment here.
Back on the Lydia Matthews case, John and Shar have signed almost all the heirs and confirmed that Harold is deceased. Now, they must sign all 4 of Harold's daughters to wrap up the estate.
We haven't heard a word from Dottie's daughters, so we're hoping that they'll all show up. Hi.
Come on in.
Well, everybody's assembled, I see.
I'm just playing games, laughing. I'm that's hilarious because I'm like, y'all getting punked.
She said I'm not coming.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. If you're not it, I lose a lot of money. I don't get paid, she doesn't get paid, till you get paid.
We're still in a little shock here.
Well, I'm sure you are. I didn't know if the girls believed us or not.
If we could have you ladies sign, we'll get out of here.
We just need you to sign.
Oh, okay. This is a shocker. I still don't believe it till it's over.
We solved it. We signed them. Now it was time to celebrate.
Dude. So that's it.
It's over.
Every time you finish a case, it's such a great feeling. We bring money to families and we reunite families.
John and Shar have now successfully completed the Lydia Matthews case. With all the heirs signed, the $100,000 inheritance will be dispersed among the family members.
So now that we've actually signed all the family members, we can bring them together and reveal the entire story to everyone.
I'm trusting the Lord that something will work out for me and my family. That's all you can do is hope and trust in the Lord. Keep the faith.
If I had a little extra money, I'd buy me a home, because right now I'm the only one working,
I didn't really get a chance to meet all my dad's relatives, especially with Hurricane Katrina. It's still some family members I don't even know if they're alive or where they are.
If I got a little bit of extra money, first thing I would get is a car so I can drive my child back and forth to her specialist. She hasn't been.
What happened?
Betty, you sit right there. Right here, Betty.
Y'all, puppy chair? How you doing?
Yeah, mouth stayed wide open. And my sister was like, Marsha, close your mouth. And I was like, but they know his nickname. And I just couldn't keep my mouth closed. I'm like, so they got to be family because they know his nickname.
Marsha, you little kid.
Haven't seen in the room before.
Okay, I'm having a little moment here.
It seems that they're kind of overwhelmed.
Baby, Jesus.
It's really an amazing feeling to bring family members together. That's a pretty incredible way to make a living.
You know anything we don't know about?
Yeah, I haven't seen my nieces in 3 years. I'm kind of happy to see my family again. Other than, my cousins and thing, I didn't know my cousin had daughters. Once Katrina had hit, we lost contact. But now I know the Lord is real. And he made me see my family again. That's more than money any kind of way. Because like I said, I have a job. I don't really want for anything because I have a roof over my head. I got a wonderful daughter. I got a wonderful wife. And I'm satisfied with that. I'm happy to see my family. That makes me feel good in my heart. Excuse my tears.
Oftentimes, we bring great knowledge and great relief to the families because they've often wondered what had happened to a particular family member. And it's very rewarding that we possess that knowledge that they would never have except for our efforts.
Well, welcome everyone. We're so glad that you all are here tonight. So what we'd like to do is start to explain how this all pieces together.
We went through the genealogy and explained to all of them how they were related.
We have looked all over the country for Harold. We're based on the lack of a record and also the oral testimony of you, Dottie, who would be in the best position to know that he is deceased.
It was shocking. I sort of thought that he probably has passed, but I just wasn't too sure. Always, you always keep hope,
Well, I guess it's time to find out who it is that brought us all together in this room tonight. And her name is Lydia Matthews.
The pieces were all in place. In her passing, Lydia had brought all her cousins and their children back together.
This is from the Times-Picayune. It's April 12th, 2006. And here's what it says about Lydia. Anita Dazzett said she had been back home for 5 months before she thought to check on her neighbor, Lydia Matthews, and she found her dead. They think maybe it was dehydration or a heart attack. we're not exactly sure, but that is what happened to Lydia.
Well, Lydia Matthews was my Uncle Rufus' daughter. She was very, very smart. She went to UCLA, and she never married or anything, but she would always come around, always come around. Everybody's birthday would send them a card.
She would always write me a letter, write me a little card, and I'd always send her cards and her little letters. But after Katrina, nothing. For the first anniversary of Katrina, when they had all the names, the people that were dead, Lydia's name wasn't there because we sat at that TV attentively looking for Lydia's name. And it never dawned on me that she was dead.
Now we know who the unknown heirs of Lydia Matthews are. She did leave an estate. Now, we don't know the exact number, but it's approximately $100,000.
So how does that work out? Anita and Milton would each get their own share. Your share will be close to $25,000.
Oh, yes, I'm gonna buy something for myself and help some of my children who really need some help and some assistance. I believe in helping others.
I came into little finances, and it was pretty good. I really thank the Lord for the things that he gave to me, you know. I really appreciate it.
There's a share for Freddie, who is your father, so the two of you will split that share.
So you each get $12,500.
Now that I know how much money I have, I'm gonna use it towards getting me a car to take my baby back and forth to the doctor.
Getting a car, that's my main thing. I mean, it don't have to be a 2008, just a running, nice, used car.
With air and heat.
With air and heat.
There is a share for Harold. So the daughters of Harold, the four of you will split Harold's share. So each of you would be entitled to, what, $6,250.
We'll probably take a little trip, all five of us. That would be very nice.
Do something together, spend time together.
We're sorry for your loss.
Yes.
But the Lord works in mysterious ways. We know that.
Yes. Lydia might not have been here, but she was here in spirit. That brought the family together. So maybe more than leaving behind money, she left behind a family reunion, and she left behind getting the rest of her family together.
She's a beautiful person. She just was sickly and really so educated that, I don't know, she went to UCLA.
John and Shar have unraveled the mystery of Lydia Matthews. Born to the parents of two school teachers, Lydia loved books and learning. Her thirst for knowledge continued as she attended UCLA. After college, she moved back home to help care for her parents as they got older. And as Anita said, every birthday without fail, Lydia sent a card to every one of her relatives. She never forgot, and now she'll never be forgotten.
It was a great rush finishing this case. It had a great rhythm to it.
We're so grateful to the people who helped us along the way.
And to get the entire family together in such short notice is extraordinary.
It's pretty overwhelming. It was a perfect case.